Hi guys, today I am doing a video review on the teeth whitening brand Zimba. I am sure you have seen them advertised on Instagram. That's actually how I found out about them. If you guys have been on my channel for a while, I've tried quite a few teeth whitening products, some big fails, some worked out kind of okay, but I drink coffee like nobody's business, so I'm always looking for a way to whiten my teeth. I've tried the big brands at the drugstore and I've had severe sensitivity. I have very sensitive teeth, so for a while there I kind of just gave up on teeth whitening and I was using my toothpaste and I was flossing and like that was my routine. But once I saw Zimba being advertised and I saw some before and afters, I was really intrigued. So these are whitening strips and they are cruelty-free, which is really important to me. They're also a lot more affordable than the ones that you would buy at the drugstore. So this box right here comes with 28 strips, which is 14 treatments. I use 7 treatments, but I've spread them out a little bit just because I forget to do it some nights. But I wanted to give you guys my full review, some before and afters and all that good stuff. I did get these free for review, but the brand didn't reach out to me. I reached out to them. Because once I saw these advertised, I was like, you know what, I really want to try that, but I'd be happy to do a video on it because I really want people to see if it's worth it. And I reached out to them and they were more than happy to send me a box for review. Now they have 2 different flavors, minty or mint and coconut. I chose mint just because like that's classic. You can't go wrong with it. And from my first impression, I was really impressed. So I'll put some footage here of the first time I used them, applying them the whole 9 yards, so you can see that now. So I wanted to show you what it sounds like when I talk with them. It is lispy, but it isn't as bad as some other strips because they're dry and not wet. They don't slip around, they completely stay in place. You can drink water. I would use a straw, but yeah, I've had them in now for about 20 minutes and they're just still there in the same spot. So I know I sound lispy, but I did want to show you what that it's like because it's actually really comfortable and surprisingly you don't really even know that they're there. Some of the claims that this brand makes is that they are enamel safe, that it's 30-minute quick whitening, and that they are also more sensitive or more gentle, less likely to cause irritation, that kind of thing. And I definitely noticed that off the first use. I've used some whitening strips and whitening products in the past that caused me so much sensitivity within the first 5 minutes I couldn't even keep it on. I've also used strips in the past that just move around a lot. They tasted terrible. It was just like a whole situation. From the first use, I was really impressed because right off the bat when you apply them, these are dry, so they don't have that like gooey coating on them. You just stick it on your teeth and it stays, and I think that's great. It's like so much more convenient. You can actually drink through a straw when you have these on, which I thought was really cool. And the flavor of these also, I don't want to say it's just pure mint, because most whitening products do kind of have that really disgusting flavor. These don't have that, or the mint is covering it, because there is somewhat of a whitening flavor, but it's mostly the mint and it's not too strong or anything. It's just like, you know, you're getting that hint of mint. And that whole experience having them on is totally fine. It's not messy, it's not uncomfortable. Keeping them on for half an hour is actually really easy. They do say, I think it says you can leave them on for up to an hour. I haven't left them on that long. I think the longest I've gone is like 40-45 minutes. It's not uncomfortable, which I think already beat out competition for me. Like even if they don't make my teeth like pure pearly white, I was pretty impressed based on just the comfort of them. And with my sensitive teeth, like I have massively sensitive teeth, I did not notice any pain from these whatsoever. There are some, I want to say cons, I guess. They're not deal breakers for me, but they are things I feel like you should be aware of. If you don't leave these on for the full 30 minutes, they might be harder to remove. I don't know if that's because they're dry and they don't have that layer on them, but like how some other ones like move around on your teeth, these don't do that. So when you do go to remove them, my 2 front teeth have the hardest time having them be removed. The bottom teeth usually remove super easy, but the top ones, as soon as I get like from the sides right to the 2 front teeth, I feel like it's harder to remove. I don't know if that's because those teeth are drier or more wet or what, but those teeth do, it's not like hard to remove, I don't want to put it that way, but it's not just like, let's glide this off. It's a little bit of like a tug. So do be aware of that. I do notice that the longer I leave them on for, the less resistance I have when removing them, so that is something to note. Another thing that I noticed a lot of people did write in the reviews on the Zimba Whitening website, and something I also experienced, is calcium deposits. If you have that issue, this will happen. So I would totally recommend using these at night before bed if you're not going anywhere, because if you use them in the morning, you will see these white splotches all over your teeth. I was a little nervous they're permanent. They're not, but I wouldn't use them during the day because it does last a couple of hours, those white splotches. So if you like do this before bed, you're not going to see those splotches in the morning, but then you will notice them right after you do it. So I do have a picture of that as well. So that has happened every time I've used them, so do be aware of that. They're not permanent. They will fade after a couple of hours. I don't know if that's calcium deposits. That's what someone said in a review. Not really even sure what that means or why it happens. I'm not an expert, but when you do use these and you remove them, you will see that on your teeth for a few hours. So now, do they actually whiten your teeth? I would say yes. It's not going to be, I mean, I've only been using them for a week, so I do have 7 more treatments to do, so I'm only halfway through. But I have seen a difference. It's not like a crazy difference. I don't feel like anyone's commented on how white my teeth look. My teeth aren't like insanely yellow or anything like that, but I have noticed a difference. Like, you can see in the before and afters that I took, there is definitely a difference. I feel like it's made them shinier, more pearly. I feel like some of my stains are going to be permanent. Like, I drink coffee like a mad woman, so that, and I continue to drink coffee, so I feel like it's going to be like going back and forth. Like, this might be whitening, but then the coffee is staining again. That is something to be aware of if you do still drink coffee and things like that. But like I said, I have noticed a difference, and I am going to keep using these. I'm not just going to like toss them in a corner, and at this point I would repurchase, and I would recommend them for anyone that's been looking at the other whitening strips on the market and either doesn't want to buy them because they're not cruelty free, or because they're so expensive, or because you get irritation. Like, I'm shocked, actually shocked, that these haven't caused me any irritation whatsoever, because it just, so many other products I've used, like the big name brands, haven't caused me such severe pain. Even the ones that they claim are more sensitive or gentle, I've had such severe pain, and these had caused me 0 pain. So I don't know why, but it's pretty impressive. I'm very, very impressed. Be realistic with your expectations. I do think they're going to whiten your teeth, but they're not going to be that like, whoa, like Ross Geller kind of bleached, you know? And I almost feel like that's better. That's the kind of whitening I want. I don't want that like shockingly in your face white. I just want them to look a little less coffee stained, and I feel like that's what I got from these. The price is right. I love that they're cruelty free. I love how easy they are and comfortable they are, and I really don't have any negatives to share except for the calcium deposits and the removal, which for me, like I said, is not even close to a deal breaker. Like, if they caused me pain, that would be a deal breaker, but they didn't, which is shocking. And I know I sound like an ad, but I swear they didn't pay me for this. I think you will not be disappointed if you try out the Zimba Whitening strips. So if you have any questions, please let me know down below. But thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a big old thumbs up and subscribe to see more of me, and I will see you next time. Bye.